We have the CEO of Band Industries, Hassan Slaibi, talking about the story of Roadie Tuner. Take it away.
I wanted to talk to you real quick today about the launch of our latest automatic guitar tuner, which is called Roadie 3. And we launched it on Kickstarter and managed to raise about $380,000 in about a month. Of course, this wasn't an easy decision for us to take, given that the craziness that was happening in the world. So I'm kind of going to walk you through the decision-making process and then how we adjusted our strategy to have a successful campaign. So first of all, let's lay the scene for the decision. We're back in March trying to take this decision, and it was the beginning of the pandemic. People were really unsure about the future. 40 million Americans were unemployed, and this is our most important market. Plus, no one knew how long it's going to take, or if it's better to wait a few months, weigh out the options, and then decide to launch or not. But we had access to another data point internally through our analytics. So we looked at the usage of our existing products, Roadie 1, Roadie 2, and Roadie Base, and we saw a peak in usage. So it made a lot of sense back then because people were confined, were at home, and they decided to go back to the hobbies that they like to do, which is playing music, and it's very accessible at home. So this explained the peak, and this data point made us really excited about what we could do with the campaign and the fact that we could actually get people's attention at that point. It goes without saying that there were very few campaigns launching back then, but we had already planned ours. We had shot the video before the pandemic started, and we had prototypes. We had most of the things we needed to go ahead with the launch ready. So we actually decided to go ahead with it. And how did we adjust our strategy to have a successful one is that we focused a lot on the pre-campaign. So we did a campaign on social media where we would show the product to people, like a sneak peek at it, not the full video, not everything we had. And then we would gather interest. So we'd ask people if they're interested in purchasing the product to sign up to our newsletter. And we saw a really good engagement on this. So this was yet another positive data point, and we decided to launch on May 20th. On May 20th, we did the launch, and we had set a goal to raise $40,000. To our big surprise, we managed to raise those $40,000 in just 10 minutes, which is a record. We've never had such a campaign so successful, and who would have thought that at the peak of the pandemic we would get such results. We were very happy with the launch, and by the end of the campaign, we had raised $380,000, which is about 10 times our goal. The campaign was slightly over a month long. So this is kind of how we did the strategy. So one of the factors that we did not focus so much on, because we knew we're not going to get a lot of attention on, is actually media attention. People were so taken by the pandemic and the news that we thought it's not a good time to focus so much on it. We did some PR, but not as much as usual, not as much effort as usual. On the second week of the campaign, the Black Lives Matter campaign went on, and then later on they were talking about the U.S. elections. So it was harder to get media attention. This is why we didn't get so much out of this pillar back then. Today we're actually shipping to our backers. So people are starting to get the Roadie 3s, and in the next couple of weeks, everyone will have their units. We'll be in stock also for the Christmas season, which is always an exciting time for us as a company, because Roadie 3 is Roadie tuners in general are a big or a very successful gifting idea. So we're very excited about this. And to summarize everything that I just said, I think times of crisis are times for bold decisions. So I would definitely advise anyone that's facing trouble now, if they see some positive signals, to actually go with their launches, go with their new features and their campaigns, because this this is a good time to get people's attention and a good time to make an impact and a difference in the world. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the talk. Have a good one. Cheers.